The shot is Carolina. Hey, what do you say?
Talking Sauce, episode 61. What up?
What up? 6-1.
Still on Zoom. Still
Oh,
stuck
Zoom.
inside.
We're going to be stuck inside for a minute, boys.
Probably.
I have a strong feeling.
Yeah. I will say,
That's
though,
why. Huh?
I will say that working from home hasn't been the absolute worst, but
I'm starting to get
I'm
used
ready
to
for
it.
this shit. I'm ready for this shit to be over.
I'm ready for this shit to be over, but I'm definitely getting used to working from home.
Yeah. Going back to work almost going to be it's going to be kind of a little bit of a bummer, dude. Going back into the office can be a bit of a bummer.
It's going to be a huge bummer.
You're like gonna show up like in no pants and
Yeah,
like,
like,
not
oh
having to brush
shit,
your
guy.
teeth and like taking a shower or anything like that. You're just gonna walk in like, what, dude? What? Don't fucking talk to me. I haven't had my coffee yet.
I survived, guys.
Yeah.
I survived.
For real. Just
Everyone's
all
gonna be-
jaded and
Yeah.
fucking.
No one's gonna want to touch or talk to each other. You're gonna like stop by someone's fucking desk. They're gonna be like, get away from me. Like, what are you trying to get?
You know how
are you trying to
people
get
are.
me sick? Yeah.
People usually are like leaning on the top of your cube.
Yeah, always
you
like,
know.
hey, football and college and stuff. And you're like, dude, get away from
You're
me.
like, back the fuck up.
We just got out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew.
For real.
Not for sure.
Yeah. But me and my boy Puff back here, dude, we're on the way to Halloween, you know what I'm saying? About to be out there chilling.
I got a sneeze. He's hanging out.
Take it out the doorway.
Hanging out. I
That's
got a couple
awesome.
sneezes, dude.
I just got a text from somebody that said, it's just because it popped up in the corner. I'm not going to. Okay, never mind.
what a
What was that?
for the audience.
That's not
Yeah.
suspicious at all.
Yeah.
It was just funny, and I was going to read it, what it said, but then I decided not to.
Oh,
Anyway,
it's his cleanup
um,
guy, dude.
yeah,
for sure.
He shows up with the mops and the all white suit. You know, so where do you think we got the all white suits for that one podcast we did from Josh's
Got the
cleanup
hookup.
guy? Yeah, clean up the crime scenes,
So what y'all been up to, man?
dude. The Witcher, like you wouldn't believe, bro.
Yeah.
Like I've been playing the game probably like I started it last week. Really, already put in like over 50 hours. So. Which is a lot for me. I don't game like that. I've been going hard, bro.
You watched
Hard.
the Netflix show?
I haven't yet. I didn't know if it spoiled anything in the game. I don't know how the stories are connected at all. So I didn't want to go do that and then like kind of have part of the game ruined for me. So, but
Sure.
I want to now. Definitely
Apparently,
want to
it's
now.
books too.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
books.
So this may take over my life, guys. I may start cosplaying as Geralt. You know, dude. I'll cut my own face, bro. You know what I'm saying? I give a fuck.
You really, and I'm not hating on The Witcher at all. That's a great game. It's a great franchise. But you're standing the wrong shit, bro. You need to be dropping in with your fucking boy in COD. Because now we're just starting to go hard. Like now we're just like it's.
I know
like,
you guys
top
have surpassed me, dude.
What were
Top
you doing
15
before?
finishes or nothing. We weren't going as hard.
You weren't going as hard.
Well, we were getting
Like,
top 15, but it wasn't with the kill numbers.
So Jacob, now you're part of the we.
Well, no, I already said they surpassed
Not
me.
anymore.
I already said they surpassed me.
That's the problem,
but-
man. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like
Well, that's
you know
what
I'm
I was
saying?
saying.
Squatting what it used to be. Squatting what
no.
it used to be, bruh.
I'm okay with that.
I'm not okay with that.
I'm going back to what Dylan said. When it was we were getting like high finishes, but it was with everyone had like 2, maybe like 3 kills a person.
See,
You know
it ain't
what I'm
like
saying?
that no more.
I played the
sound
other
like
day
it
with
went
these
hard.
guys. Well, we weren't. Now I played the other day with these guys, dude. They're getting like 8-10 kills each. I'm down here with like
Oh,
still
yeah.
with like 2-3 numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
It's like,
Jacob
what
was
am
in
I
this
doing,
game
dude?
the other day, dude. I went off at the end. I had like 6 kills in the last
Oh,
like
dude,
3
it was
minutes,
crazy.
dude.
It was crazy.
I went off.
It was
We
crazy.
still lost.
I had 0
Well,
kills.
Jake, step your game up. You know,
I'm trying, dude.
Squirrel, look,
Also,
I
I'm
know
not.
you play COD. I know you fuck with COD like that. Get a box.
In the box.
I ain't got no box.
Get a box.
I got a
Get
classic
live.
box, 360, no one.
I'll
With the muff.
I'll endorse you, bro. I'll endorse
You'll
you.
endorse me. What does that even mean?
I'll
Say
pay
it.
for
Say
your
it.
live.
Say it out loud on recording.
I'll pay for your live.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit! I thought he was about to say buy you an Xbox.
Yeah, for real. Like I want that
Hell
shit
no.
on wax.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say
buy
that
you
would
an Xbox.
definitely clip that shit out. So put that all over the internet.
Fuck no.
So-
Fuck no.
I'm working on getting a box. I'm working on
Dude, I just this is kind of just a real quick interesting thing. Speaking of the whole cosplay shit, have
He
y'all
met a
heard of-
furry.
No. I'm getting married.
I'm engaged to a furry.
She considers herself a shy snow fox.
No, but have you ever heard of Duncan Trussell, the comedian?
No.
So he got a show on Netflix. It's like, I haven't watched it, but it's like a cartoon thing. And he's working with the animator who does Adventure Time.
Okay.
And they were making the characters out, and they like made the main character. And the guy was like, he's like, this is almost perfect, whatever Duncan had come up with. He's like, but people are probably going to want to cosplay as this person. And this character has nothing to carry stuff with. So they redesigned, like, they gave him like the, this, whatever his special bag thing is, with the intention of having people, when people go to events, they can cosplay as him and just have all their stuff in the character's bag. I just had never even
thinking.
well, like
Forward thinking.
for real,
Very
I
much
had
so.
never even like that. That's crazy. I just wonder
That's
what kind
marketing
of shit.
business thinking on like a whole nother level.
For
dude.
real,
Absolutely.
for real. That's having the one super fucking popular show being like, listen, here's what you got to do.
That's knowing
It's
your
cool.
audience.
For real. I just had
Yeah.
never thought about that at that level. Like,
That's
damn,
pretty
yeah,
sick.
for real.
Mm.
But that's
Speaking
all I got
of,
on that,
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of cosplaying, dude, we got absolutely waxed
yeah.
in the playing game. We had one chance. We had one game elimination,
Mhm.
single elimination to make it into the semifinals of the Cancellation Cup.
Yep.
And we failed. We failed.
Yep. And then frame by glitchy frame, we got knocked
Oh,
right out of
yeah.
that tournament, dude.
I
Got
forgot-
knocked
I
right
forgot
out
about
about
that
that
part.
tournament.
I immediately
So much lag.
made myself forget about that. I forgot about the
Yeah.
part. The whole game was a lag
Yeah.
fest, but
Yeah, dude.
it is what it is. You're not gonna,
Fuck
you're
it.
not gonna complain about it. You know what I mean? It's
No,
what it is.
no.
You
We
put
lost. We
chips
lost
down
4-0.
and you lost. Yeah, I mean, lag doesn't make you lose 4-0. So
Mhm.
Well,
it is what it
but
I beg to differ.
Hey, man,
but I'm at peace with it. I'm at peace
we're
with
definitely good sports about it.
it.
That's
Yeah,
for sure.
I can live with it. You know
Not
what
like
I'm
we picked a whole
saying?
new team
Mhm.
in or anything.
Yeah,
like that,
we
but
kept the same 5 that we drafted, but that is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Some people play by the rules, some don't.
the whole game, the whole time, the whole fucking time. But
Yeah,
you
I know. We got,
know,
but it is what it is. It
we'll
is
be
what it
back.
is. Yep. Hope maybe
Probably
in the
the-
threes form. That'd be preferable.
Come and get our face. Like we're not gonna not come get our face.
Yeah,
dude. Like,
yeah. we gotta
we gotta hurry up and get off this, dude. I got a game with like 4 European dudes, like right after this.
They're
dude.
breaking it down for me, dude. I'm in
Yeah.
training camp right now, putting the
For
muscle
real.
on in the off season.
They got one hand on the controller, one hand in a bowl of Lay's, dude. They're straight. They got it. They got it
They're
good.
knocking it down.
They got the strat. So, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much all we've been doing to occupy our time.
For real, did y'all watch the draft, the NFL Zoom draft?
I didn't,
Dude, I didn't either, dude.
but I
did
do know, and I've seen the highlights here. Shouts out these girlfriends, dude. Shouts
For
out these
real.
girlfriends who are fucking,
real.
who are never going to be seen or heard from after this because they're going to get let go.
Yeah,
They're
for
going to
real.
get let go.
For real.
There's some
Cold.
great clips. One of the chicks was reaching for dude's phone, I guess, because he was on like I guess a phone, probably talking to his agent or a team, and then he's on his personal phone, and she went to grab that, and he was just like, while he was on the phone, he was just like, "No, ma'am," and snatched it right back, and then
and then
was
just like
looking at
shook
that.
his head at her, dude. He's like, "No,
Yeah,
we're not doing
and he
that."
goes like while he's on his other phone, he's like on that phone, like scrolling. It was perfect, and she
Dude,
didn't even really react. She was
That's
just like, I was
awesome.
trying
Yeah.
to check your phone, and
I
then there was
think
this
that
Why
other
would
was-
you
clip.
do that?
Good.
Well, you know what are you saying?
There was this other clip that was amazing. This one kid got drafted, and he's all excited, and the girlfriend's leaning on him, like hugging on him, and like, but she's like all over him, like in the camera frame.
And
And
he's
then
like,
you can see like mom or somebody reach and grab her and pull her off, dude.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
this ain't
And
about
pull
you
her
right
off.
now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, for
Oh,
real.
yeah.
That's
So
a
good.
mom.
That's a good ass
So-
mom. Yeah.
So
Like,
good, dude.
It's like this ain't
Um,
about you at all. Get it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is not a y'all thing. Like you weren't out there on those practice fields.
Someone
at
needs to
fucking
put
5
together a
a.m.
highlight, like a compilation.
Yeah.
Someone
All the
should.
girlfriends.
Yeah.
So,
Yes. Not us. We're a hockey podcast. You know what I'm saying? We're a
Well, we're
hockey.
too lazy.
Yeah. That mostly.
Too
It's like
lazy.
98% that.
but
But I think that girl is all. Speaking of just getting left once they get into the league, I think that girl was another current NFL player's ex-girlfriend, actually. So she's like been through the process, and she's taking lap 2, see if she can make it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
It was her draft too. You know what I'm
I was
saying?
about to say, like, players sometimes don't get
Yeah.
drafted; they re-enter.
Yeah.
They're draft
Yeah,
eligible
exactly.
for numerous years. So
Exactly. You know, when they say like you get in the league, that's when the work starts. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
second they go from college to professional athlete, that's when the work starts.
well, and
as
the
a
whole thing is
significant
like,
other.
you say that women can't be in the league, like she's in the league, like this is her draft too, like you know what I'm saying? So, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Did anyone's teams get anybody?
I mean, the Panthers, I think, picked all defense, which I believe might be the only time that's ever happened.
That's
Could be
wild.
wrong on that, but yeah, I think all defensive players for our draft. I think Cody, who's not with this episode, but
He would know.
His-
he probably
I
would know
think his
everything about the draft.
Dolphins. Yeah, I think his Dolphins did pretty well. They had a lot of high picks. So I don't
Word.
know, man. I don't know.
But
Panthers
shouts
gonna
out
suck.
Cody for not being here. To be able to help out with that bit.
Yeah.
What up,
Dealing with some
Not shouts out
spectrum
Spectrum.
bullshit. Yeah.
And not shouts out cable providers.
Please don't shut down our internets now. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have
Handle our-
Spectrum, so I can shoot all the
Ooh,
shots.
I
Suck it
have
from the back.
Spectrum.
Well, some of
Yeah.
us are. So.
Yeah,
Just keep
I'm
your
fighting the
mouth shut, man.
system from the inside. You know, I agree, dude. Let's fight the power.
I'm not gonna shut you down because I'm acting wild.
You say that, dude.
They might.
They're the
They're
new
that
mob.
powerful. No, you're right. I'll shut.
They're the
My
new
bad,
mafia.
Spectrum. My bad.
Yeah.
Dude. Let me fall back. Let me fall back. But
hilarious.
speaking of cosplay, dude. With it being episode 61, dude, there's no other way. I mean, maybe we're wrong. There's no way you don't shout out Rick Nash, dude.
The only one I could
Um,
find that may have been close was Mark Stone.
Yeah.
But,
I feel like
time
this
difference.
was, Jacob, one of your favorite players.
definitely growing up. I love Rick Nash. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Maybe it's someone else. It was just someone from my childhood. I feel like it was you that I always remember someone like always trying to play with them when we play NHL or something like that. Maybe it was you. Maybe it was another neighborhood
Maybe.
buddy, but
Maybe.
he
I don't
was definitely one of
specifically
mine.
remember that, but he's
Yeah,
sick.
definitely one of mine. Wore 61 his whole career. He was drafted first overall in 2002. 15 seasons in the NHL. I think, before he ever left, most people thought he was going to play his whole career with the Blue Jackets. Dude, imagine if he still played there, when they started to pick up some younger talent like Seth Jones. Was he ever there with Seth Jones?
Oh, I don't think so. But
Even then, I guess he was probably more closer to the tail end of what he had going on. But
yeah.
I don't know. But after that, he played for the Rangers for a little while, and then the Bruins. Won a gold and 2 silvers with Team Canada at World Championships, then won the Olympic gold in 2010 and 2014. Over 1,000 games with 1060, 437 goals, 805 points in the NHL, dude. Guy's a stud.
And I
Power
think
forward. He's like left-handed Phil Kessel, dude.
Yeah, for real. I think
But with
he's
more of an edge.
He's special assistant to the GM or something like that for the Blue Jackets now.
Oh, really?
I think so. It may not be with the Blue Jackets, probably like 95% sure.
He
But
always
dude, I
looked
just
like,
remember
Dane
what-
Cook to me.
for real though. He had that
Dan Cook of hockey.
for real.
Yeah.
Dude, I always remember him for that his famous
What the fuck are
Phoenix.
those, Dylan?
Huh?
Those lemons?
It's cheese.
Cheese?
It's cheese.
Wheel- Skyrim cheese?
Skyrim cheese, yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, son.
Yeah,
Let me
dude.
get some of that cheese.
I got
You know what I'm
mad
saying?
cheese, bro.
You can't
mad
hold all
cheese.
that cheese. That's a lot of cheese. Your weight
That's
carrying
why it's
capacity
in
ain't
my
that high.
house, son.
That's why it's in your house. Bro.
Dude.
I eat like 25 every cave I go into, so I got to come back. I got more.
That's well. I mean, it especially if you're on the high difficulty.
Exactly. You're going
Understand.
through like 8 Jogger Death Lords a dungeon. You know what I mean?
That's a lot of Draugr Death Lords.
It's a lot of cheese.
It's a lot.
Just imagine that, like, back whatever time that is, just a guy like Warrior shows up, just like a fucking sack full of cheese
wheels of cheese.
Yeah, just
Wheels
like, I'm here, boys. Got my sword, got my cheese, everything you need.
You're hurt. Quick. Down all this cheese.
Just so constipated mid-battle, dude.
Just like his guts falling out. It's just like, I
must live.
That's what we got going on here.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome.
Dude, it's fucking hilarious.
You were saying. Rick Nash.
My favorite Rick Nash highlight, that Phoenix Coyotes, back when they were the Phoenix Coyotes, dude, when he danced on those two defenders coming, it was like 1-on-2. But broke both their ankles and then just danced on the goalie. You remember what I'm talking about, Josh? It's like the famous one, dude. Love that shit. It'll still get me hyped to this day. It's on like every top 10 goals list. I think he won an ESPY for it or whatever. Real talk.
What a beast. Shouts out, dude. Fucking shouts out Rick Nash, dude. Shouts out Skyrim. Shouts out Cheese.
Shouts out
Cheese, dude.
Shouts out Cheese.
Imagine not eating cheese.
My lactose intolerant ass. I still eat it though. You know what I'm saying?
I feel bad. Yeah, I had a roommate who was lactose intolerant in college. Guy ate fucking pizza. He ate macaroni and cheese. Right?
See, I can't eat macaroni and cheese anymore, bro. I have not like mac and cheese. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't know why.
Like you can't eat Kraft, or you can't eat mac and cheese in general.
Just like the amount of cheese in the macaroni, because I am like shit. Just like pizza is, there's the grease and everything. That's just kind of not great for your stomach regardless.
You're not making it out with that.
You're
done.
Everyone's leaving with some marks, bro. But mac and cheese,
skid marks,
dude. I'll tell you what, better be home. You know what I'm saying? Better be at the crib. Better not be running a marathon or nothing.
Oh man.
Yeah. Welcome to my life, dude.
For sure.
So shouts out Rick Nash.
Shouts out Rick
Nash, dude.
And cheese. All right, so the Hurricanes. The fuck's going on there?
Oh shit. Nothing. But on the Athletic, I believe it was Aaron Ward and Brett Hedican sat down with Scott Burnside. To do
big fan favorite Aaron Ward.
Yeah. But so a couple of interesting stories came out of that. The first one being, so Chad LaRose was his rookie year, and it was like the first half of the season. Paul Maurice comes up to him, gives him a digital camera, and says, "You can't tell anybody that I gave this to you. I'm not going to tell you why I'm giving this to you, but just take pictures, just like document the season digitally. This is the Stanley Cup run season." And so Aaron Ward and Hedican were like, "Yeah, no, we were ripping him every chance that we get, because they'd be out at the bar or whatever, out at a restaurant, team dinner. Everyone's just some drinks, having a good time. And here comes Chad LaRose. They're like, dude, calm down, fanboy. Like, you're on the team. Like, you're gonna have more chances to get these pictures."
That's hilarious.
And so they didn't realize till, obviously, I think it may have been right before the final series or before the playoffs. I can't remember exactly. But like Maurice sat him down, showed him basically as like a big montage that he had the digital team put together with all these photos of here's the fucking journey we had going through this whole season. We went through all that shit. Like, it's time to do it. Like, it's time to go finish what we started type shit. And it was just, I don't know, I just thought that was cool. And also made me think, how many times do you think a coach did some shit like that and then they got bounced in like the first round? And he was just like, he's like, "Yo, Chad, give me that camera." Like, never tell him why he was doing it. The team never finds out. Chad LaRose.
All kinds of nasty rumors come out of it.
Yeah. Chad LaRose was just a weird guy with the camera for a season. Like, dude, he's just a fucking weird ass rookie. Like, it follows him the rest of his career. But for real though, Paul Maurice knew.
Yeah, that's interesting. Cool. That's cool. That's a
for real.
Cool tidbit.
And kind of on the same like tip with pictures and stuff. After we won the cup, Paul Maurice made a point. He told everybody on the team, anyone you want that's important to you, anyone you can get to come get like this big team picture. Probably mostly family, but like if you can get them here, they're in the picture. And there was like this huge giant panorama of like all the wives, kids, grandparents, parents, like all that shit. And dude, Carmanos got pissed about it. Aaron Ward was saying it really might have been, or maybe it was Hedican. Either way, it might have been like part of the reason Maurice ended up getting fired, because he was Carmanos was like, this is the Carolina Hurricanes Stanley Cup. This is my Stanley Cup. Like, it's not about all like these teams. This team is individuals. It's it's for like the brand. Like, I don't know. It was just so fucked up. Like. So fucked up. I just can't believe that as the owner, you'd be like pissed about that. He was like, who allowed this? Who set this up? All this shit.
It's that stupid old school mentality bullshit.
Yeah.
That's why he's not the owner. No, that's not why he's not the owner, but
just being Paul Maurice getting called into the GM's office, like, why'd you take that team photo? Like, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
But
Word.
speaking of teams needing coaches getting fired, all that shit. New Jersey went out.
Speaking of furries.
Speaking of cosplay,
yeah.
New Jersey went out and interviewed Gerard Gallant for I guess they have an interim coach in position right now. I forget who it is. What's the guy's name? He's doing okay. There's a chance that
Vegas?
he just gets in New Jersey.
Oh, I can't remember.
Can't remember either. But he's doing okay. There's a good chance he probably gets the full-time job. There's a lot of teams out there with interim coaches: New Jersey, Minnesota, Calgary, San Jose, and Dallas. I know Minnesota's their interim head coach. He only got to coach 12 games before the league got shut down. He won 8 of the 12, but it's like this season was his chance to like prove that he's ready for the job, prove that he can do it.
The current interim coach of the Devils is Elaine Nasserdine.
Thank you.
I don't know if I'm spelling that right, or saying that right. But.
You haven't spelled anything.
Yeah.
So,
right, dude. You guys aren't the best at spelling, right?
You are
Ian
spelling
Kashik.
it. You're not spelling it wrong.
Ian Kashik.
Ian Kashik. That's a different story for a different time.
What? That was it was the last podcast. I mean, I spelled Kashik wrong, but I left a Y out. And then Dylan was like, "There's definitely an E." And then you and Cody were both like,
"I thought you were saying Ian Kashik." I'm like,
"Oh, like it's someone's name." Dude,
that's
Ian
a cool
Kashik,
last name.
You guys know. You guys get it.
Is.
It's
That's
hilarious.
But
yeah,
dude. And there's also a lot of coaches just from all those coaches who were let go.
Yeah,
there's a lot of coaches to be hired. It's going to be a whole sweepstakes. Yeah.
Laviolette's out there. Boudreaux's out there.
Outside.
Obviously, Gerard Gallant, who I think, speaking of Minnesota having the interim head coach, Gerard Gallant, I don't know if I'm saying it right, he and Guerin worked in the front office in the Islanders together for a while. So there's some background there. It'd be kind of interesting to see them end up together in a GM head coach tandem at another team.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think out of those teams, if there was a season continuation or a playoff continuation, I think there's only 2 teams that are out of the playoffs. So that sucks for those head coaches because then, like, if it goes straight to playoffs, well, too bad you didn't make it this year. But yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. And Seattle, Ron Francis was given permission to hire he's already been given permission to hire a coach if he finds one that he likes. So even though it's like a whole year ahead of them ever, on like before they were supposed to play in the league, who knows what's going to happen with what's going on, but they could hire somebody a whole year ahead of time.
They have a lot of names to pick from.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For sure. What's that team name going to – I guess not what's that team name going to be, but when are they going to announce it?
Dude, who knows? Dude, they announced the canceling of the NHL season and Seattle's new name at the same time. So, like, hopefully fans aren't too bummed out. You know what I'm saying? There's be like, so Seattle Kraken, and we're not going to play the rest of this year, but we're going to know it's going to be in the fine print on the memo. Yeah, I don't know, though. I don't know.
I feel that. I don't know, dude.
I don't know. They really just need to cancel the season, bro. Just cancel the season. I don't get it. I don't get why they're doing the whole. We saw Raleigh got taken off the list of potential cities for if they were going to, they're doing the whole 3 or 4 city thing. Raleigh's been taken off that list because their practice facility isn't built yet.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, obviously teams are going to need a place to practice. But I don't know, man. It seems like a whole lot of work for it never going to happen.
Exactly. I feel like they could put efforts towards figuring out ways to. Like, I get it. Like, once you can go back to normal and being around one another, they won't be able to make the same money if the season's canceled.
Yeah,
the time that they would spend playing games is forfeited, whatever. So you lose that potential income. Put the time now towards thinking about, all right, when you can do shit normally, what other creative ways you can have income come into the league.
Yeah.
Without playing, you know what I'm saying? Without some forced competition of makeshift scheduled games.
Yeah, if you maybe because they're even talking about things being messed up for the beginning of next season, if we're going to do this 4-city thing, try to set it up. Maybe we start next season like that because there won't be as many fans and all that stuff. And just put the efforts toward that and instead of trying to throw something together for like the next month and a half. Like,
yep.
I don't know.
But
I don't know. But they're going to lose a lot of money. So, like, I feel them from the business perspective. Like, you got to go.
In the same way, like how, the countries in certain places is like talking about opening up, or like shit just kind of like starting to go back to normal probably a little sooner than it should.
Mm-hmm.
All for economic reasons at the end of the day. It's, not that I support a lot of it, but that's why they're doing it.
Yeah, it's what it is. It's why it's happening.
The league's going to try to get away with that too, wherever they can.
Yeah.
So,
and everyone's trying to get their sports back on TV as soon as possible to, complete all those. A lot of contracts up in the air right now.
Dude, I had a friend with the gender reveal today. I was willing to gamble on what the gender was going to be, just to have some sort of excitement.
Just something. It's something like a competition.
For real.
That's why you're going so hard in Warzone, dude. It's because there's no hockey.
You're telling me. But speaking of hockey too, you know what I'm saying? Even though we're not in it anymore, check out the rest of the Cancellation Cup on Twitch and Mixer.
Yep. Is the final happening tonight?
Semifinals.
Tonight being Sunday. Semifinals tonight being Sunday.
And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure teams are playing best of threes.
Oh, that's dope.
A lot of hockey.
That's dope.
A lot of chill.
Less people on the servers, probably less glitching. But definitely go check them out. Hit them up for next season. For sure. I hope they go to threes, personally.
Yeah.
I hope they go to threes.
Hopefully then Dylan has an Xbox, so maybe not only can he play in the tournament, but he's playing some Warzone.
It's true. Playing some Warzone, playing Skyrim online. Elder Scrolls Online. I apologize. Elder Scrolls.
I'll be going hard on Elder Scrolls Online. I'll be going hard on Shell. I'll be going hard on fucking Warzone. A lot of things lined up for when I get a box. A lot of things lined up.
He's going to play the remastered edition of Skyrim.
I'm going to play the remastered edition of Skyrim.
He's going to buy a whole new system and then just play like the game he's already had, but better.
I'm going to get a bunch of mods that aren't lore breaking, like lightsabers, and I'm just going to have a good time.
Are there a bunch? So is it just like a couple different colors of lightsabers you can pick from? Since there's like a bunch of different swords in Skyrim.
I don't know. Ask Josh. He's the one with the mod.
Josh?
I'll play the 5th.
Okay.
It's not that serious, but all right.
Yeah.
Hold his cards close to my chest. All right.
Jacob,
no
a quick
no spoilers.
YouTube search will answer your question there, Jacob.
No spoilers.
It's true. I won't look it up. I'll just wait for you to get it and mod it, and then you plead the fifth, and then I got to go out and get it and mod it because it's like, what the fuck's going on that no one can talk about?
No, then he'll get it. He'll mod it. You'll come over and he'll be like, "Yo, check it out," and you'll be like, "Oh shit." You'd be like, "Yeah, it's not that good, but."
So you want to go? Or, yeah, man. I just want to show you real quick.
Let me save this game.
Yeah.
I got saved it twice. I saved
it twice.
Always save your shit twice.
Twice. Come on, man.
Fuck.
Rule number 1.
Yeah. Speaking of cosplaying, Jacob, dude, tell them where they can hit us up if people want to like do furry parties and cosplay.
Yeah. If you want to dress up as us.
If you want to cosplay me, you can find my fit at Walmart and Christmas. That's where a lot of my clothes come from.
But where do most middle class white men shop? You can definitely get all of our
Old
stuff
Navy.
there. Old Navy and Target if I'm feeling fancy. But you can get us at Talkin Sauce Pod, no underscore, respect the underscore.
Respect it.
Cancellation Cup. Check it out. Semifinals next season. Hit them up. Find me at JCobb, JAY_COBBB. Also, if you're listening, check out our YouTube, Talkin Sauce. Like, subscribe. You know how YouTube works. Josh, where can they get you at?
At Teebs, TEABZZ.
And then Cody is CD_2187. Pretty sure that's right.
Yep.
The 2-1 always confused me. Dylan, where they get you at, dog?
U/TBagsYourMom69420 lowercase x capital X on Reddit. Figure it out.
60% of all editing time goes towards Dylan's name popping up on our videos. So definitely check that shit out. It's at the end is the best part.
It's pretty good.